Hey guys, welcome to Armchair Conversations with Rob. Today's random thought really kind of hit me, and I just sort of want to throw it out there, is about sabotage. Both sabotage that you deal with from other people, and more importantly, because it is the most important, is the sabotage that you get from yourself. Because we all do that in some way, shape, or form. We like to blame the things that other people do to sabotage us, but the truth is, we do more to ourselves probably than most other people will ever do. And useless fact, can't remember if it was Swiss, Dutch, or someone from that region, but the wooden shoe is called sabot. And the act of throwing that wooden shoe, which these particular workers did, into the grinding or winding gears of these machines that they did not wish to use, and the fact that they were being oppressed by their supervisors, bosses, etc., is where we get the word sabotage. Sabotage, as Bugs Bunny was wont to say in old cartoons. Anyway, so let's talk about sabotage. We'll start with the one that's the least important, which is other people sabotaging you. What we now call the haters of the world. There are people that are going to do that. They're going to try to circumvent your arrival at a goal, your success, maybe try to make you look bad to other people, outright lie on you, do physical things against you, move to intervene um, in your successes, your achievements, your goals. And it's annoying as hell. Okay, I'm not going to pretend like the haters of the world aren't annoying and that they don't do things to upset you. Because even at your most patient and kind and loving, as an awesome human being that you are, um, you're going to get upset at times when people do things like that to you. And especially if they do it for no reason. And a lot of times, even if we do possibly deserve it, which is another clip from another time, it's called karma, um, we will be upset when that happens. Dealing with that is, I think, easier than dealing with your personal sabotage against yourself on a subconscious level. I think you can eliminate those type of things. You can eliminate the haters from your life. You can move yourself out of harm's way with certain types of people. Sometimes you can, and you may have to set your mind against that sabotage. But at the end of the day, you can do something action-wise about it. You can choose to not be there. Set up something that's an opportunity for yourself, and then you miss it. You meet a contact person and you say, yeah, man, I'd really like to get with you and learn this and do that. And then when the time comes to have the meeting, you don't show up. You use some excuse that's really kind of bogus. Or you do something to cause yourself to be incapable of making it that moment. You pick that particular time to uh, break something in the house, or you pick that particular time to undertake a project that's going to take you away from the opportunity that you created for yourself. Self-sabotage, it keeps you right where you are. Um, and let's talk about some of the mental issues with that. Sometimes we sabotage ourselves unconsciously because we have a certain idea of what level we're supposed to be at, or we think we're supposed to be at. And it's unconscious versus consciously. You might really want some of the things you're saying you want. You may want to develop a business, or you may want to build your body, or you want to meet this new person, or go out and talk to that significant other that just has made your little heart go flaw. Okay. But then you'll do something to mess it up in some way, shape, or form. You will meet that significant other and say stupid things, or be rude or angry, or excuse me, make light of them. in some way that causes them not to make a connection with you that they otherwise would have made if you'd just been yourself. And then you think to yourself, why did I do that? Or you set up a meeting with somebody who's interested in promoting you, doing what you want to do, and saying what you want to say, and helping you get yourself established. And then you decide it's more important at that moment to, I don't know, get involved in cleaning your house, or all of a sudden you've got to take your clothes to the laundromat and dry them because, or I really got to go to the store, or, sometimes it's very stupid things when you look back on it. And of course, hindsight's always 2020. Um, and then you think to yourself, man, I would have just been where I needed to be, or gotten such and such, if people was wanting to help me. They were, but you made it impossible to seize the opportunity because of what you did, and don't even necessarily know that you're doing it. And reasons that you sabotage yourself are numerous. You can do it because of fear, um, which goes back to subconsciously what you think you deserve for yourself, and where you think you can be. And sometimes that comes from what you believe about what other people say about you and what you believe about yourself. And so you'll do things to cause yourself to miss opportunities. And then rationalizing your head to say that was really much more important than that opportunity. Um, there's a story Jim Rohn told once. He talks about a friend, John, who has a gold mine, and this other friend, Jim, and I'm changing the names just a little, but, says, John, I've got this gold. I've got so much gold, I don't know what to do with it. Come on over and dig. And John's like, really, somebody who needs money, and says, yeah, man, I really do need some money because I'm, down in the dumps right now, whatever. And he says, well, man, listen, I got this gold mine. I got so much gold. Just come on over and dig. And he says, well, oh, man, I don't have a shovel. Well, John, get you one. Oh, man, you know what they want for shovels? Okay, really? Then obviously, John must have a vision of himself not being a person who has an opportunity that they've seized, and becomes a person who acquires means, because he is putting excuses and blocks in the way of his success. I mean, my God, use your fingers. Pull a nugget out. Even if you get a little nugget, you can take it to the store and buy the shovel you need to get a better opportunity for yourself, to change your life. Um, and I think that is illustrating precisely what we do sometimes to ourselves, myself included, because again, I'm sharing with you guys, but I'm working on it just like you. And the only reason I'm up here and you're not is because you didn't put your face on the camera and get out there. Doesn't mean I know any more than you. I'm learning it just like I'm teaching it, okay? But you have to take the time and invest in yourself and in your better future. And once you start to eliminate those types of sabotage, you can deal with the outside sabotage. You can deal with the hater because he's right in your face and you can see that. Okay, but you can't always see the little subtle things that you do to yourself to sabotage your life, the things that you say to yourself. I had one Red Hat dialogue a little bit ago. If you haven't seen it, check it out, where I talked about the things that you say to yourself. And one of the things that I suggested to combat that was the mirror technique that I borrowed from Louise Hay, which is to actually get in front of a mirror, look at it, and say good things to yourself, and say positive things about yourself, and try to do it every day. Because you are looking in your own eyes, and you're looking at your own face, and you start to believe yourself because you're looking at yourself. Who more credible to talk to you than you? Um, and so you invest the time, you invest the resources, you invest even money in yourself, and building yourself, and helping to eliminate the things that you say and the sabotages that you do that cause you to miss out. It's just like if you are um, wanting to interview for a job because you need to find work, you need to make money, you need to be able to feed yourself and your family and have a lifestyle. And then you get the call from this place that, you were really hoping to work for, and they set up the interview and then you don't show up. I mean, why would you think that that's their fault? Or why would you think that you then deserve, which everybody deserves to be all right, but why would you think that you deserve to gain the things that are to be had by the person that actually shows up for the interview? Why would you think that you get the job, or that you're entitled to the job? Because entitlement's a big one that we wrestle with these days. People think that the world owes them a living, and I just don't agree. Um, why would you think that you're going to get something by doing nothing? So, by the same token, you have to eliminate the obvious and then dig for the not so obvious behaviors that are holding you back. And like I said, a big one for me is the things that you tell yourself on a regular basis that you don't even think about anymore, that become so routine. And talking what I consider down to yourself, not being confident. Because again, there's a difference and a fine line between confidence and arrogance, but we all sabotage ourselves a lot, and it keeps us from our dreams, goals, and desires. And so, been thinking about that one to put that out there. Want to touch it a little bit more, but I'm trying to keep the clips kind of short, but I want to touch it a little bit more. So I guess I'm going to have a part two, because I want to talk a little bit about more about what we say to ourselves, and about how that colors our actions and what we do and the consequences that we reap because of it. So anyway, Sabotage part two. Tune in, and thanks for sharing my armchair.